What's up, guys? How are you? Wanted to comment on UFC 258, the main event. Um, Kamaru Usman versus Gilbert Burns for the welterweight championship title fight. Man, what a fight! What can I say? Only good things about it. It was a very raw fight. Burns and Usman are teammates, and both being welterweights. Burns, worked his way up for a title shot, got his shot at Usman, and the fight was just, it was very raw. They did not pull their punches at all, man. I mean, it was in your face. Very early on in the fight, when the fight started, Burns caught Usman with a real good punch, a real good strike that you could see it stunned Usman. Stunned him pretty good. Usman was very composed. He stayed very composed in there. He took the shot. He recovered. He kept moving. You could tell, the experience, how better he's gotten with his striking, man. Very impressed with that. The way Usman stay concentrating. He stayed. He was thinking in there all the time. Burns was not pulling his punches. He was going in, throwing with bad intentions, and Usman, he kept it cool. He kept his cool, man. It was just amazing. I would say Burns won the first round. In the second round, Usman was doing better. He was moving better. He started, landing this pretty good jab, and kept landing that jab and over on Burns, and Burns, he kept taking it at the beginning, but man, Usman has heavy hands, and you could tell it was not wise for him to be taking those shots. The jab was beautiful, and there were some scrambles. It was a fast pace. They both kept a very good pace, but I think Burns overextended himself. He kind of got anxious. He forgot that Usman has a very good gas tank. Very good gas tank. A lot of his opponents keep underestimating Usman's cardio. Usman's cardio is one of his best weapons, if not his best weapon. He's a wrestler by nature, and he's big. He's huge for a welterweight, strong, and even more dangerous now. He's gotten so much better with the striking, man. I was very impressed at the way he ended the fight in the third round with strikes. He landed a jab, very stiff jab on Burns. Burns went down. Burns was not the same after that shot, man. He got up. He tried. He went for things. It just didn't work. Usman kept landing. Burns went down one more time. Usman smelled blood, man, and he just kept at it. He stayed on top of him, grounding and pounding. He didn't let Burns get up, and the referee, he was just forced to stop it. It was a technical knockout, and he was forced to stop the fight. I mean, Burns was just not coming back from that. It was one of Usman's best wins. I think he did a tremendous job defending that title. Great main event. I wish it could have been longer. I don't think the fight was properly promoted. I think UFC could have done more to promote this fight. It didn't feel so big, It could have felt bigger. I think only now is UFC realizing what a great fighter they have in Usman. What a great champion. It's just that Usman is not one of those shit talkers, and he's not in Twitter all the time and looking for fights and all that shit. He's more of the quiet type. He keeps to himself. He trains hard, dedicated fighter, man. Great champion they have. Great welterweight champion. Um, Side note, I would love to see that welterweight champion Usman versus Douglas Lima, the welterweight champion in Bellator. That would be an awesome fight, I think. That just came to mind right now. I would love to see that fight. Two amazing fighters. But I think Usman will have the advantage there with his wrestling. Anyway, with that said, just wanted to also comment on the fact that after the fight, in the commentaries and the interviews, looks like Usman he's looking back again at Masvidal, saying that he wants a rematch. That wears me out. I don't think a champion should look back at whatever wins he has. He was very dominating. He dominated Masvidal. I don't think Masvidal has anything for him. I don't think Masvidal deserves a rematch. UFC is in a disturbing trend right now of granting title matches of all matches, title shots at fighters that have lost their last fight. It's unbelievable. With Masvidal, he lost his last title shot that he had. Sure, he says that he took it in short notice and all that stuff, but you know the risk. You know what you signed those contracts, and you got that shot, man. And if you got that shot and you lost it, somebody else in the division deserves that title shot now, because they're working their way up, and I think I'm a purist. I think that's the way the sport should work, not go by favorite merits, favoritism and popularity. UFC has become this popularity contest, and the guys that are popular are the ones getting the opportunities, while other hardworking fighters are working their way up, and they're being kept on hold. Leon Edwards is one example of that. He's in the welterweight division, and number 3 in the ranks, and he's just being the company man. He was gonna fight Shimaev, and Shimaev is sick with the COVID or with effects from it, and Leon lost his fight. So I hear now that they're asking Colby Covington to take that fight on short notice. So here we go again. We're gonna see a fight between Colby Covington, and he goes into this fight, I guess, doing the favor for UFC. And Colby already has a building excuse. If he loses, I took the fight in short notice. And we have this trend going, these fighters doing this. I'm glad that Leon is looking to stay active, is looking to stay in the card. But whatever happened to Colby Covington versus Jorge Masvidal? I thought that was in the books. I thought that was in the plans, better said. So it's just confusing. UFC doing a lot of weird decisions, based on popularity contest and who has the better Twitter wars and all that bullshit. It's not for me, That all said, I think Usman did a good job. He's a great champion. Looking forward to what he does next. I'm just not, I'm not keen on him looking back and giving a rematch to a guy he already beat. He should give the opportunity to some other guy like Leon Edwards coming up in the ranks, or even Wonder Boy, who's been winning his latest fights and working his way up again. Just my point of view, just my opinion, Thanks for listening to me, guys, and hope to keep talking MMA. Give me likes, dislikes, any questions, comments, put them there, Thank you for listening to me. Peace.